Good morning. It's actually 5:17 here in Detroit. Good morning for you and really a good night for me because I just got in. Um, I don't know how I became the go-to person to catch all this here money theft and switching stuff and all this stuff that's happening right before my eyes online. I don't like companies that has apps that deals with the driver's earnings. And I'm sitting here watching money being taken right before my eyes. And I'm supposed to sit there and pretend it's not happening. I've seen it done over the road with trucking companies. And it's happening currently. And it don't make any sense. You go out there and bust your ass to earn your earnings. And then 1 minute you look at it, it says this. And then the next minute you look at it, it says that. It's impossible, but not impossible. Somebody has found a way to rip people off through these apps that has their earnings on it, or they get like an InstaPay, or you be able to get a day-by-day pay or see what you made for the day or something like that. And the legal measures that has been taken with some of these companies that this is quote-unquote happened with is not working, because it seems either these individuals didn't get the message, or you packed up and moved to another state and started your operation in another state doing the same thing with apps, with the same company and apps. This is not the first time I've seen this. I've seen money taken off of something I've done 3 times in one day. Twice off of one amount. I'm sitting there and it said, now I saw it before I completed the amount. It said this what it is. Then after I completed, it was $1 missing off of that. I'm like, how do you take $1 off of that? You ain't supposed to take $1 off of that. What you see is what you get. Then I close the app out, look again. Now the amount is, I'm not exact, I want to say like 70 cents off. I'm like, that's weird. That's off the same little amount I just looked at. And then when you end your day and you look at what you totally made, then you see an amount, you close it off, and you go back on there because people like to look at their money, they watch their money. And people like me, I watch money. I watch it quite often. That's how I catch this shit really often. You saw the amount, and then when you log back on, that amount is like 30 cents less. But that's I mean, first it was $1, then it was 70 cents, then it was like 30 cents. I'm just guesstimating on that. I remember $1 is the exact amount when I first saw it happen. And around 70 cents was the second amount. So I'm guesstimating on 30 cents. So we're looking at about $2 taking out your earnings. That's the first time I noticed it. This time I noticed somebody come around me, they mentioned $20 and then mentioned $11. And then I'm looking. Okay, I see this amount. I go back on there. The amount is like $11 less. Now, I done did one more thing after that. Well, I should have got like $11 and some change. But the original amount that I saw before I made the last amount is $11 less. So I'm thinking if I put the add 11 back in to get it back up to what I originally saw before I completed my last trip, and then add the last trip in, I'm estimating somebody just took around 22 and some change, or possibly 23 if you round it off dollars. Just that quick. And these people like to come around mentioning and see all this stuff. I don't really play some game because I posted my little video when I was on HBO. They was talking about the little settlement where I ended up with $293 after the company took out what they took out. And it seems like these people is playing some, I don't want to think this, that they would be stupid enough to be playing some sort of game where you think because I post something, that's your game to play for the day, or you supposed to play some game where you take money from me right before my eyes and think I'm not seeing this shit. Then it stole from me from my bank. I still haven't gotten that back. And I'm sitting here watching money just disappear off my phone. Then it's the matter with the website, with the Shopify. I notified the people who made my website. Told them I want my money back. I said they terminated my website, saying it was a violation or something, which was a lie. I ain't heard from them. Shopify responds with telling me they wanted proof of who I am. You think I'm going to send you a utility bill, a lease agreement, and all this? Wanted to verify my inventory. Shopify deals with third-party inventory, and when they created the website, my inventory supplier was already attached to the website. So if I needed to change an item or wanted to delete an item and replace it, all I had to do is go up to the top, click on the supplier that they selected attached to my store. They're supposed to supply the people who order. I go there. This is what alerted me. This can't be Shopify. Then Shopify has you pick a plan. Now, it's supposed to be a 3-month trial for $1. So they said to get you your 3-month trial for $1, the people that did the website for me said they had to establish a different email address, which they did. It was similar to mine, but it was different, a password. And then they attached a training video and sent me an email about my fulfillment center, which is my website. Said it was ready, gave my login information. Transferred ownership, got the store open one day, and all of a sudden it was terminated. Didn't even know. I'm trying to log on to see if I got any sales. How am I creating all this shit and I'm not getting no sales? So, I don't actually know. When I had Shopify before, I had it 3 months. Did I have any sales? It's possible. How would I know if I had any sales? I mean, really? What if I sold a lot of shit, but they made it look like I didn't sell no shit? Because that's what they've been doing around here. What if they had me establish this website so they could steal the money off the sales of it and tell me some bullshit like they're telling me? Now, they want me to send this stuff in and verify. I'm the owner of the store. I paid to have that store created. I transferred ownership after he designed it. Looked at the inventory, replaced a couple of inventories. The store was perfect. Open one day. How is a store that's selling items in a violation of Shopify? So, Shopify makes you pick this plan. So after transferring ownership and getting the store active, you got to pick this plan. Now you got to get into more money. But I'm looking at something that was weird. The plan said the basic was $1 for 3 months. And then after that, it's supposed to be $29.99. But when I selected that plan, it's $1 a month. But then it says after that, it's $39.99. But in the description, it says $29. So it ended up $10. So I picked that plan. Tell me when I check my bank, there's no charge for $1 from Shopify, but there is a charge for $31.47 from some WISI LLC. That's not Shopify, because I've been with Shopify before. If this is billing for the use of my store, me putting a store on Shopify, it will come across as Shopify. It ain't no WIS, LLC, nothing. So instead of me being billed $1, somebody, whoever this WISI or LLC, billed me $31.47. That's not even the price for the Shopify after the trial. This has been nothing but a scam. I'm out the money I spent for the domain, which wasn't too much. Then it got $35. The domain was $15. I had to pay for a domain. That was $15. Paid for the Shopify, but they didn't charge $1. They charged $31.47. Somebody did. It wasn't Shopify. Then I paid the guy to design the website. That wasn't really much. So I'm out all this money. I established a store that was up one day. It got excited. You know, I was thinking about what I was going to use to market, to target people to the store, to get traffic going to the store, trying to get my funds together because, you know, some of that stuff costs for people to market and advertisement and all that shit. Besides what you could do yourself by posting your little shit. I was getting excited because I said, well, maybe when I had my store over a year ago, when I created the store, maybe the store just wasn't established right when I put the products on there. And maybe that's why I had no sales. Maybe when they clicked on it, it didn't go to where it was supposed to go to place the order. Because I designed the store. So that's why I really didn't need nobody to design me the store. I knew how to design a store. I had a perfect store. It was beautiful. My issue was attaching the products to the store to where when they click on where the product is supposed to be, you see the list of products and you're supposed to be able to click on it and it takes you to the payment and order section. It looked like it was working right, but I don't know. So by me not having sales in 3 months, I assume maybe it wasn't right. So, or either, you know, I said, this is some fucking bullshit. So I canceled my Shopify. I'm not going to be on there 3 months and not even get one goddamn sale. That's bullshit. Nothing? Bullshit. So now I pay to have a design. Everything's attached right. He even attached the fulfillment center that is going to be fulfilling the orders. To where all I needed to do was go up there and click on that fulfillment center. And if I wanted to change items or discontinue an item on there and replace it with something, all I had to do was scroll through and look at the other items I wanted to replace it with and check a box, and it automatically attached to the website. It was wonderful, convenient. It was, you know, for somebody who's not into that e-commerce and online store, I could design it all day. I could design a store all day long. That I could do on my own. I really didn't need him to do that. It's just making sure that the products are attached to the store right, that when they click on it, it takes you to the checkout for the order. But my store seemed to look like it was set up right, because when I clicked on it, it went immediately to the checkout. So it looked like it was right. I just never had any orders. So I tried again. And I also end up paying for another service where they supposed to have the new AI technology with their website. AI technology to generate the traffic to you after you get your website up. I paid $67 for that. Plus another $11 for that domain. For a website now I can't even log into. But before I had the login issue, after the store got up and active and I actually attached the products to it, from eBay, in the web address, there was that warning triangle, which meant there was a privacy issue with the website, with the where the website was at. I said, well, I'll be damned. So that means if anybody was to go to my website and try to order, your information is not secure. So when I found that out, now I got to contact these people. Didn't get around to contacting them because now, the next day, I tried to go onto the website. I can't even log in and go on the website. I got 2 online stores that I've created that I no longer have access to, that I paid money to establish, I own both domains. I named both stores. I picked both domain names. And I paid money to establish both stores. I took ownership of the Shopify store. I have all my email proof that the ownership was transferred to me and my current email address from the email address that they established to create this store. I own the store. How are you asking me to verify my damn store when it was only up one damn day? But all this seemed to transpire after that mysterious login from somebody from Spokane, Washington. And let me tell you what else I saw. See, they keep track of who logs into the site. At the time, I saw that login from Spokane, Washington. First, you saw my login. Then it was a Spokane, Washington login. Then it was me again. Tell me why I was sitting there filing a complaint yesterday with whoever it was I was filing with. So I click on Shopify, go to the section where it has the logins. Now it says, now remember I said it was me, Spokane, then me. Why it say now me, Spokane, Spokane? And it changed right before my eyes while I was sitting there filing a complaint. I was actually logged into Shopify. I can't log into the store, open the store. I can't get on the store because of whatever this bullshit they did. But I can get in a Shopify. It changed right before my eye. And you know how it did it? It was like a gradual little, something that went across like this. That's how, if you blink, you would miss it. And I didn't blink. And I saw it when it did it. It's just like, 1 minute I'm looking at me, Spokane, me. Then the next minute it was me, Spokane, Washington, and then somebody else. Spokane, Washington never logged into that site twice when I first seen this issue. It was only once. But while I was sitting there filing that complaint, this is what they do. I've seen this. I've seen people send me notification about something that read one way. And then when I go back and look at it again, it read another. That happened with my son. Here in Detroit, there was a new apartment complex built, I want to say it was Brush Park, I believe. Not accurate, don't quote me on that. But it was on the news. Said it was some of the new units were going to be affordable housing. I said, well, shoot, my son let's see if he can get himself together, get him a new place and just get a fresh start and, be in his new place instead, just move forward from that. I recommend he put an application on there. And I'm pissed at what happened after he did. But I think this little switcheroo shit is what happened with him, and he just didn't pay no attention. He contacted me and told me the lady said he can get a studio for over there for $900 some. They can give him a studio for $900 some. That's what he told me. I said, all right, that's great. Then he went to mention he gonna need a TV, so that was a hint. He need a TV, so he telling me he gonna need a TV because he ain't got one. Okay, all right, I know the boy gonna need a TV. I get him a TV. I was excited. The place looked wonderful. It would have been perfect for him. All he needed is a studio. All somebody need to just, to make themselves feel better or to get their life moving in a better direction. A nice place to stay would be a good start and a good job. But if you got a nice place to stay, just to come home to every day, just to unwind and shake the day off of you, whatever, if it was a bad day, even if it was a good day, just shake it off you. Just to walk in your place. This me. I can hide from any other issue that's going on right now, long as I'm in this building, in my apartment. I was excited. The place looked wonderful. And my son was excited. He said, now I got to get up this movie in money. I said, all right, because I was looking to help him get his movie in money before my little IRS thing then come up. I was helping to try to help him get that so he can go and get in there. And then, just take it from there. All you need, sometimes you just need a foot in the dough. A little help to get a foot in the dough. And once you get in the dough, then, just make your plans from there. Because I done been there. I done had to put 2 job incomes together to get somewhere. I done did that. When people do stuff to make you struggle throughout the rest of your life for no reason. This is because of Warren Truck. Me and my son struggling. Had all these hard times and problems. All of it because of Warren Truck. But back to his story. Now, he said the lady was going to give him the studio for $900 some. I said, okay. That's you talking about affordable housing, because the average apartment studio that they building now around here in Detroit is starting at $2,000. That's just for a studio. They building an all-glass apartment complex right next to my building. The studios is starting at $2,000. That's just a studio. So, $900, I'm like, and it was a nice area, newer construction. Beautiful place, because you're going to do a little virtual thing. I was excited for him. I was happy when he told me he had got approved. But did he? So after he told me he was trying to get the security deposit up, he said he was going to talk to him, went to go talk to him about something. Then they flipped the script on him. Told him he didn't get it. Talking about he was denied. Because of something that happened in a previous apartment. I said, how did you get approved and now you denied? And he looking at the letter on his phone. He said, that's what it said. Then he started talking about it was me. I read it wrong. No, you didn't. And I know he was hurt. My son, 33. And I know he was hurt because he was excited. I was excited. We were both making plans. I just wanted to help him get in a place so he can start getting himself back together. And I know he was hurt. But he ain't tell me he was hurt. I know he was hurt after they turned around and flipped the script and said he was denied. That's playing games with somebody mentally. And that's exactly what they did. I believe the letter that they sent him did say he was approved for that studio unit at the amount that he said. I believe they did to him what they did to me and what I be seeing going on my phone. I believe somebody switched the notification on the phone deliberately. So when he went down there to talk to him about the security deposit and whatever else he wanted to talk to him, they started having a conversation with him about he was denied because they done did a switcheroo with the document they sent him on his phone. That was wrong. It was fucked up. And it was mean as hell. And I don't like it. And I'm pissed. You did that to my son. After I suggested he put in that application. Affordable housing is supposed to be lenient towards your income. It's affordable housing. You're supposed to be lenient. You're not supposed to really be critiquing these people like you doing those $2,000, $3,000 and penthouse peoples. It's affordable housing. It's affordable housing. But it was only for so many units out that whole building. It wasn't a whole lot. But that was mean what they did. I'm mad. And I got mad because I suggested something for my son to do that they convinced him that he had got and turned around and played this same bullshit they've been doing to me and flipped the script and told him he didn't have it. They denied him. He had told a lot of people he was finna move. He was excited. He was sending me pictures of the building from him outside the building. He told a lot of people he was finna move. And then he had to eat those words because of what they did. It was mean. It was cruel. But that's what they do here in Detroit. Michigan. They do mean and cruel stuff to me and my family. Don't hold people accountable for the mean and cruel stuff they did to us. The predicament they put us in. We struggling. I ain't got no money stashed. Every day somebody doing something to take money from me. Stealing money from me. I'm trying to get a website going to see if I can do some online sales. They stealing from me. They hacking into it, stealing from me. Took the whole goddamn fucking website and my money. I ain't heard from nobody. I'm just filing complaints all over Michigan and ain't nobody doing nothing about my stolen money. It's mean. It's cruel. It's ornery. It was vindictive. And it was wrong. God don't like ugly. He know what you doing. He know why you doing it. You need to stop. You need to take a look at yourself. What the fuck wrong with you in your head? The reason why you targeted me and my family over a live Warren truck plant and started doing this shit to me and my family like we was the enemy. It was wrong. I'm tired of this state being mean and cruel and doing shit to cause us to continue to struggle after we done been through enough bullshit because of that Warren truck plant. It was mean. Taking my money is mean. Doing that to me about the website is mean and cruel, vindictive, ornery. You got all these laws, places to complain to. I'm just filing reports up the ass. I feel like my father. My father died with a stack of police reports at Detroit Police Department because they was coming in his house. They were doing the same thing over there. And I remember the officer talking about he had a stack. I remember the officer telling me, you got a stack of complaints down here. Yes, because it was real. The gang stalking was going on with my father. See, when they hook to a family, they don't just get the individual, they're the immediate. You got kids, they attach to the kids. Start fucking with you when you're babies. Following you when you're grown, when you're toddlers, in school. See, when I was a kid, the house key kept coming up missing. My father was always having to change the locks. But there's something else I want to tell you. How I can link what's going on now to past events that happened when we was coming up as a kid. All the issues I had with cars. My father used to work on cars in the backyard. Wasn't a licensed mechanic. He used to work on cars. He used to keep a bunch of tires in the backyard. That's why after I got grown, I started having issues with the car. My son started having issues. I'm having tire issues. All of this is because of my upbringing. What was going on in the household when I was a child, growing up in my father's house. So this is what they do. Let me paint the picture for you. Whatever was going on in that household when I was a kid. Now, after I got grown, they done implemented all that stuff into my grown adult life, what happened to me as a kid. So now they go get vehicles and start playing tire games and doing this shit. They coming in my apartment, that's the key missing shit. Instead of them taking the key, they just going in with the key. This is what they do. They targeted my father. Then they targeted me. I don't know what they doing to my sister. If they doing anything, she ain't mentioned anything. And I know they fucking with my son. This gang stalker shit is real. These motherfuckers need to be arrested. And you need to create a gang stalking law. You need to create a law that's titled, if it's too good to be true, targeting these people who get online, making these fucking videos, talking about all these millions of dollars they made doing this, and we can help you if you pay us $69.97, $29.99, $9.90, or whatever amount to establish some too good to be true bullshit. There needs to be, if law enforcement, the FBI, computer crimes, you ain't got nothing to do in all of these states across the United States. I got something for you to do. Why don't you establish an enforcement department? You like to surf the web, catch criminals online, posting shit they ain't got no business doing, sex trafficking and all this other little shit. Okay. If you ain't got nothing to do, why don't you create an enforcement department targeting these people who are making these videos, getting money, thousands. That's how they getting their millions. They getting their millions off of people believing the shit they saying to get these videos. Yeah, of course, you're going to establish the website. You're going to have these products, but is you going to sell like they say? These people need to be verified that they indeed have these websites. They indeed made this type of money before they go on there making any kind of video, offering any kind of training to some damn body to lure them into a fucking pipe dream and rip them off their motherfucking money. 2 websites. Ecom website. Designed my website for Shopify. Ecom website. The money I paid them, I'm out of. The money I paid Shopify for the domain, I'm out of. And then that $31 that somebody billed me for, which should have been $1, I'm out of. Then this, what is his name? John AI. A video I come across on Facebook. Same as I did with the guy that designed your website. All on Facebook. These people posting on Facebook. Luring people to spend their money on a pipe dream. And none of them been verified. And if you try to Google them, there's so much fake news out here, you might run across fake news. So law enforcement, computer crimes, if you ain't got nothing to do, why don't you select one of these individuals, establish you a website, see what happened to you? Do you make any sales or are they going to rip you off? Check these people out because we can't do it. We went into fake information, fake everything. You law enforcement, you got more access. You need something to do. Why don't you help put a stop to these people scamming people, ripping them off, creating this shit where they could just go in your bank account and take money under pretense it was a company you dealing with, and you don't get your fucking money back. Or they creating shit the way they get in your phone and take money off of work you doing, right off your phone. And the only strange thing I noticed that happened before my website started acting up, this is a Samsung Android phone. This is all I buy is Android. I bought a Google Pixel one time. I didn't like it because I didn't like the camera feature. I went back to my Android. I've always bought Androids, except when I was at Chrysler, Daimler Chrysler. I believe back then, that's when cell phones was just getting smaller. We was coming out of the pager area, the brick phone. I believe I had a Nokia. That's the phone I had when I was at Warren Truck Plant. A Nokia cell phone. Then after that, I evolved it to these Androids, Samsung. I've been with Samsung for years. Android, that's all I get. The Note. That's the one I get. And only thing strange I noticed before this shit happened with my website is that Samsung sent me a message to agree to their new privacy policy. When I agreed to it, I couldn't get in my site. But see, I got a tablet that's not an Android. It's actually an Apple. I said, okay, if it's the phone doing this, we gonna soon find out. Go to my tablet, try to log in. Same problem. So it's not the download from the agreeing to that. I just been fucked over. It's mean. It's cruel. What goes around comes around. What you do unto me gonna be done unto you. You made me suffer My family suffered. What Warren Truck Plant did didn't just only affect me and my family. It affected my immediate family. I don't talk to them no more. I don't talk to my sister. I don't talk to anybody no more. Because of what Warren Truck Plant did. What you did didn't just devastate me. It devastated my whole family. See, people like to think what they do only affected the person you do it to. No. It's affecting them and the immediate people that know them. What they did was mean. To make me struggle all these years in this state, this city, and suffer over a lie that Warren Truck Plant told. The courts didn't do anything. They wasn't held accountable for it. They covered up. It was mean, and it was cruel, and I can't believe in my lifetime that I lived in a state with these politicians, these senators, city council, law enforcement, to let them fucking do this to me.